Okay, this is gonna be our first time actually showcasing the Anime Awards from Crunchyroll. So we're gonna kind of go backwards and ending off with Anime of the Year.
Yeah, I think we're gonna start
That's
here.
yeah,
Let's see. Best VA.
for Japanese audio, right?
Yeah, I think this is Mau Mau.
Yeah, that is Mama.
Oh yeah,
They
right
give
here.
you a picture. That's nice. They tell you where it's from too in the studio. Oh wow, that's very detailed.
This is Freerin.
Okay,
I don't know what this is.
I didn't watch it, so it kind of sucks that we're kind of giving bias voting, but
Okay, so then for I see, I see. This is Momo.
yeah, this is Dan Dan.
This is Marcio,
Yeah, my city.
and then this is Mr. Hanai Natsuki.
Okay, so we've only watched
We watched
um
5 out of the 6.
yeah, two of them are from Dandadan. I guess which one did you like? Or did which one do you think did really well in their role?
So I like him. I like Hanai Natsuki. I think he's really funny.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it was like a super standout performance. Like I thought it was good, but it wasn't like anything special in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I think Marcial did her job pretty well,
Mm-hmm.
but kind of the same thing. Like it's not like a standout performance in my opinion. I think same
Mm-hmm.
thing with like Freerin. I think Freerin voice actor did pretty good, but not really super duper standout. I think the two that are super standout for me is Mao Mao and Momo's.
It's hard, right? Because they're both popular, and I'm afraid that like for another category, both of these animes are gonna show up together or separately.
Yeah, but
I'm
these
pretty
are
sure
these are voice actors though.
I want to give it to Momo,
I think that's completely fine. Yeah, I think
to
her
Shion
voice actor.
Wakayama. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, we can vote here.
Best ending sequence. So is this like the ending song?
Yeah.
Wait, click on one for an example. Oh, I didn't watch Ranma half. Oh, well,
Oh,
at least the
you
remake.
liked this one, right?
Not the ending. I like season one more. I like the anime better. Oh, they have no body on here. Ooh. Is it only these six?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So this is the Taida one.
I do like this ending. I've seen it, but you don't want
I
to pick solo leveling?
no, I
Is
don't.
that the one?
I don't care about the ending for that.
Sure. Kaiju 8, number 8 can get some love here.
The best
That's
opening.
opening. Okay.
It's like this one, right? This is like the most popular one. I don't know if it's the
Yep.
best one though.
Well, that's probably not the one I would pick. I like Dandadons. It was right there.
Yeah, this one.
I like
This one was
Dandadons.
good.
It's the same artist.
You didn't like this opening?
Not as much. I think opening one was better.
This
Level was
one's
good.
yeah, this
I do
one's
like
pretty
Level.
good.
Sawano music can never go wrong.
Yeah, I think it's between these three. This one took over the world for a bit.
Dandadan, I just think
Yeah,
it's
I think
more
it's
fun.
I like the Dandadan one better.
Yeah, me too. Cool.
Best
That's
score.
cool.
So
Now
best
this is
music
music.
overall.
This is music now.
I think it's Freerin for me. Like it's like hands down Freerin. I find myself listening to the Freerin soundtrack over all of these.
That's fine. Everyone deserves some love. Okay. Go
Best
down. Best
anime.
anime. Oh, okay. This is where it could come in now. The Brave. Is that the first one?
This one? No, I think it's the second one. I think Yusha is the first one, the hero.
I like the first one more. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because no, this is Yoa's. No, she sung both, didn't
Yeah,
she?
she sang both.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think the first one is Yusha.
I'm gonna fact check real quick. But I like the first one more than the second one. Yep, the first one was called Yusha.
Yeah. Okay, well then it's between these. I didn't think this one was that
It's
memorable.
okay.
Okay, this one's good. This one's
This
good.
one's
This one's good. And these two are probably out of the running. So
okay.
it's between these three again, which
Oh
is
no.
basically the exact same thing we just did, right? Like, what's the
Yeah,
difference?
I
Just give it back to this one. It's the same thing.
yeah. Of all three of them, I don't mind. I'd rather listen to this one.
Must
Must
protect.
protect. Anya wasn't that strong this season, I think. But that doesn't mean that she's not out for the running. Oh
Ah,
yeah, a sign of affection. She was really sweet.
okay, so
Oh, he's
then,
this character's cute.
yeah, okay,
Okarin was
so
not what I was thinking about.
Freerin can, she's out of the running, in my opinion.
Yeah, me too.
It's must protect. He can protect himself. He can protect himself.
She can protect herself.
She can protect herself. He can protect himself. It has to be Anya, right?
I mean, Yuki Itose from A Sign of Affection has someone that's protecting her. I know she's very sweet. I don't want
Yeah.
to keep giving it to Anya just because she's a child.
Protect her feelings, right?
I mean,
Then
true.
he's a good boy. He's
It's a good
also a
one.
good boy.
Are we just defaulting to Anya?
I mean, this list is not that good in my opinion.
Yeah, it's so like it has to be Anya. She's just so precious. Like, yeah, okay, it has to be Anya.
Yeah, I don't want to give it to Anya, but according to the category, these are characters that make the world feel like a kinder. More special.
No, it's not kinder. Like,
Kinder.
yeah, I
Feel
was
like
like,
a
what?
kinder, more special. It's just the way that it was worded sounded really funny. Whether they're an earnest protagonist who always gets back up or a pure-hearted cinnamon roll who holds a group together, these characters remind us that there are some things in life worth protecting.
Why is free run on here?
She reminds us that, according to this description, to hold on to our feelings with like our friends, keep those that we care about close.
I would not have chosen free run. I probably would have
Yeah,
chosen email.
yeah,
Let's give it to Anya. Anya fits that a lot better than these other characters. Even though I don't want to vote her.
yeah. Best supporting character. It's
Oh
Himmel,
my
right?
god!
It's Himmel,
Oh my
right?
dude, why is Turbo Granny on here? What the heck? Yeah, I'll give it to him though.
Yeah,
He's
because it's
he's in every episode, even though he's dead.
yeah. Jinshi,
That's the
no, she
grandma.
didn't do too much.
I mean,
Turbo
she's
Granny shouldn't be
important.
there. I mean, yeah, they're important. All of these characters are important. It's what they did.
I think Hemil. It's hands down Hemil, dude.
Yeah, I think it's Himmel.
Sorry, Fern. I'm so sorry.
Best main character.
I'm giving this
It's
to
Mao
Mao.
Mao. It's Mao Mao.
Okay.
Best drama.
Oh, Oshinoko.
Yeah,
was on
Oshinoko.
here.
I think Oshinoko was our best.
They beat the drama. Yeah, I think they could get the drama. They deserve something.
Best Isekai.
Oh, the Konosuba season 3 was pretty hilarious.
I loved this season. It was so good.
Wait. Mashoko Tensei's on here too.
Yeah, but okay. So there's
The
ReZero,
dad. Oh.
this one, and this one.
ReZero got on here? Well, didn't that just come out this past season?
Yeah, I think it's.
Oh, no.
continuing it. The winter,
'Cause
because it got split
yeah.
into two, I think.
Yeah, it did. Okay, best Isekai. Okay, what happened in these seasons?
He cheated on his wife,
Okay.
his nice and beautiful, loving, caring wife.
His dad died.
Yeah, spoilers, by the way.
His mom is back,
Yeah,
and he's having a kid.
yeah, and then he got married to a second wife here.
And that's how it ended.
Mm-hmm. Here,
Because it was that strong.
this is the first half. The first half is Emilia they came to the city, they meet Wrath, and Emilia gets captured. And I think that's it. That's the very end. And Emilia's about to get married, and then that's the end of it.
I think we give it to Konosuba. That's when they go to the kingdom, and he lives a life of luxury.
Yeah.
And then we find about darkness.
Yeah. And then we solve, yeah, it's like the culmination of everything, where all the damages caused by seasons 1 and 2, Darkness's family had fixed it. Basically, they had paid for all the damages throughout this whole time, and now they're like crazy in debt.
Yeah,
I think it's this. I think it's this.
I also think it's so much funnier too, like Kazuma in this one. Yeah, go ahead. They deserve this one. I always can come back to this show and get a good laugh.
Best action. Why is this even on here?
Because it did come out.
I'm saying, do you remember what even happened in the training arc? Like, pretty much nothing happened until like the last episode.
Yeah. Of all of them, I really enjoyed Hunted Dawn. I didn't watch Solo Leveling though. If you want to give to Solo Leveling, dude, be my guest. You watched more of it.
Bleach.
Bleach was okay for me. I think it was. I mean, the art is beautiful and the story is great.
Well, because I'm judging it by their action now, right?
Yeah. So okay, was this when like spoilers ahead? Is this when the captain dies?
No, that's the first half.
Oh, they're already up on the top.
Yeah,
right?
they get to the tower already. They get to the tower and they're fighting. You watch who awakens the Almighty, and it's like the Bankai. Like they're fighting like Division 0 and stuff too.
Oh, right. Because it ended with the guy who wrote the names or the words in the key. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's not a good sign because we don't really remember what happened, and that's not good. So
the only parts I remember is we had like a little bit of a backstory happening about Rukia's captain, and then like that's pretty much it. And then Ichigo and Ishida are like, we're enemies, but we're not enemies, you know? And that's all I remember, really.
Okay, so then it's between these two. I think Dandadan is the better action. Because I'm just thinking about it, right? In Solo Leveling, all of the action are pretty much, they're going to play out the exact same way. You'll see like a skill show up, and then like he'll one-shot like an enemy, or it'll be like an enemy who's like, oh, super strong, but then he'll always like pull something out of his ass at the very last second and be like, oh, well, actually I'm super strong, and then he wins it all the time. But then
what I like about Dandadan is like I remember almost every episode.
Yeah.
Like
It's like
Like when the
it's a
aliens come
struggle.
in.
It's very very unique.
Yeah, yeah. And I remember like the ballet ghost thingy, or
Hmm.
like when the aliens invade the school and the water and everything, and they have to fight in the water.
Hmm.
Like I remember that so vividly, and it was just it made me excited to watch like an anime like this again. Like
Hmm.
I was glad that we were able to binge it,
Hmm.
and then it ended so strong that like I'm so excited for season two.
Are we hyping up Dandadan to be our anime of the year?
I know what my anime of the year is, dude. But you
Uh,
didn't vote it.
yeah, I
Oh
know,
no,
I
not
know,
you
I
are.
know.
Yeah,
I was waiting for you to finish your point.
yeah. I just like Don to Don. It's just
Best
like,
comedy.
which one of these made you laugh? Oh, right there, it's Konosuba.
Yeah, it's Konosuba. It's not even
Yeah,
a
that
question.
anime makes me laugh all the time.
Best
Ooh,
romance.
we only watched that middle
This is
one.
the only one we've been watching, so it has to be this one.
Okay, my best girl, dude. My best girl. Keep going.
Let's go, Hina.
Hina's my girl, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Best background art. Okay,
What does this even mean?
is this the cover art of like what's currently being shown when you click on one? So you know how like they're being chased. Is that the background art?
Hold right here. I forgot. You want to read this one?
Yeah. This category celebrates the exceptional skill and artistry needed to craft the detailed, atmospheric, and often breathtaking environments that serve as the backdrop for anime narratives. These backgrounds are crucial to setting the tone, the mood, and setting of a series, enhancing storytelling experience with their visual depth and intricate design, bringing anime to life. Nominees in these categories are distinguished by their ability to create captivating worlds that resonate with viewers, making the fictional realms of anime feel as vivid and tangible as any real life setting. Oh, it's
Wait, this is for me. It's Delicious in Dungeon.
Freerun was very beautiful though.
Yes, I
Oh,
will agree. I think Frieren is really, really beautiful, but it's fantasy, right? It does do the fantasy background stuff beautifully.
no, no, I'm not
But
disagreeing with you like
I
with that. Like,
think I think
look at
the environment and the care that was put into the like the actual structures in every like the buildings, everything was explained in Delicious in Dungeon, right? In Dungeon Meshi, and like all of it is explained. Like why are the crops, right? Like the plants, what are the plants and like what is their purpose? The chest, like the treasure chest, like all of that stuff. Like I think for me it's Dungeon Meshi.
you go for it, man. I think it needs some love too.
Best director,
Bester, ooh, we don't really know much. Should we skip it? I mean, I don't know how they direct their style.
this one,
Um,
the fan letter.
oh shoot. Yeah, you know what? I can always come back to this, and it felt so different from original One Piece.
Hmm.
It felt like I was watching a different anime.
Hmm.
And then you have to realize that she's chasing the Straw Hats to
Hmm.
give a letter.
Yeah.
Sure, this was a very nice animation. Yeah.
Best character
Ooh,
designs.
wait, click on the one for fun. I just want to see what they mean by that. Can you
Oh
go to
yeah,
the
yeah,
eye?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, iconic anime characters are breathed into other sources. A designer who comprehends the essence of character design, they weaves narratives through the strokes of their drawings. Okay, so we're looking at like how each character looks like.
How I'm interpreting it is how well were the character designs converted from like manga to anime, right? Like how faithful is it and like how it looks? Because sometimes it's really, really bad.
Okay, it's hard to tell because we didn't really read the manga on some of these. I've seen a little bit Demon Slayer's manga.
I think it might be this one for me because
Channel.
because in my I'm also thinking about it like is how diverse the cast and stuff is, right? Like how memorable the character designs are.
I don't want to give it a Demon Slayer. Feel like maybe it's just like biasness. I don't know.
I will
Recency
say
bias.
I don't want to give it to this.
Really?
I don't want to give it to Demon Slayer. I think aside from Kaiju number 8, I think this is probably the weakest one. Because these guys are in
The
uniforms. These guys are
the
also in uniform.
apothecary diaries of characters are very like memorable. You know, like I'm thinking about concubines and like and things like that.
Well, because so if we're thinking about like the concubines and stuff too, right? Because we're talking about characters. So yes, these characters do stand out. I just don't think they're the best ones, right? These characters, the concubines themselves, stand out.
I like that Mama doesn't stand out though. That's what I really like about her character because that tells a lot about who she is going to be and like where she stands in the story. Okay, I'm stuck, right? Maybe I just flip a coin. You know, we'll just give it to you because you actually are so confident in yours. That's one of the choices. You can just take it.
But I want to talk about it.
It's hard. That's why I can't talk about it because I think they all work fine. I like all of their characters. We can give it a Dungeon Meshi.
I'm debating on between these two.
Because Dungeon Meshi, we watched it, but like we weren't like, oh, let's continue watching it, you know?
Because we would
Um,
eat it when we would eat it. We would watch it when we were eating.
we would eat it. I don't want to keep giving it a Don Don, even though I really like their designs.
Yeah, I don't want it to be the blowouts that I have been in previous. But if it fits, right? Because their outfits are
They don't.
extremely unique. They don't
Yeah,
have
they don't.
forever clothes.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that they don't have forever clothes.
Yeah,
And her
these.
her hairstyle is always changing, and his hair is always changing.
Yeah, these guys have forever clothes. These guys have forever clothes. These guys also have forever clothes.
To be
These
fair,
guys
though,
for
for them,
sure
they're
have forever
yeah.
clothes. They sometimes
It changes.
yeah, they
They
change.
change.
They change every now and then. But I think this one, like every other episode, they're swapping out outfits unless it's like a
But
continuing story.
I'm not
Right.
looking at just outfits, right? I'm also looking like how they look like. Like, for example, right? Like she does look like a very spunky kind of gal who's kind of
Mm-hmm.
loud, and he does look like a very timid boy. You know, like that's also part of the design as well, and how they kind of created it. Oh my god, I don't want to give it to Don Dunn. I've given them so much already.
Okay.
You put it on the Apothecary Diaries.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Best animation.
I think Solo Leveling's up there. I know they did a lot of great stuff recently.
Yeah, okay, so I think it's probably, for me, it's between Solo Leveling, Frieren probably, and Dandadan, right?
No, I'd give it to Solo Leveling. I haven't really watched it, but the episodes I did watch with you recently, that was so hype. Like it was crazy. Those whoever worked on that deserves like a raise. Like it's crazy. The music, the like directing of the animation.
Mm-hmm.
I was so blown away. It almost made me wonder if
If
I
you
should
should
go
watch it,
back.
you can start
Yeah.
watching with me during the next season. We can start watching it. You're
'Cause
basically caught up.
he was like it was like the last final episodes and he was fighting something. I was like, what the heck? And it was just crazy. It's like
Yeah, yeah,
watching
yeah.
like a Dragon Ball Z fight with like
Nah,
times like 30 or something.
it was, yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. The
That
animation
was
was
so
crazy.
the music was so good.
That's not
Like
what it's
it
asking
was
about. It's asking for the
no,
animation. But
the music
yes.
carries the
Yeah.
animation. It makes you feel something when you watch it. Okay, go
Does
ahead.
that,
That what? The score?
where is that?
Bottom right, right? Yeah.
Maybe you're right. I think actually. Oh, I voted already? Can I
No,
unvote?
you can unvote.
No, I can't.
You can unvote. Why can't you? That's dumb.
I can't unvote. I think you were right, actually. I think I shotgunned it because I listened to the Freerun soundtrack, but I think actually it might have gone to Solo Leveling. I think maybe you were right. Where were
Okay,
we?
go back.
Best
We're on best
animation.
animation. Oh, we're stuck.
We voted here? Yeah. The best new series.
Ooh, these are some contenders. I still can't believe Frieren came out last year.
Yeah.
Feels like ages ago. Okay, how do these animes make us feel? Okay, they're new. I can throw away Kaiju number 8 because I didn't watch it. I am so sorry. Solo Leveling is more on your side, but everything else I did watch.
Okay, so we can immediately throw Solo Leveling away, right? The story, it's very generic, which isn't a problem per se, but if we're talking about like just the best, so like how unique it is, like what does it do that's like new, or like how did it make us feel? Solo Leveling was hella hype, right? It's hella hype. It's really fun, and it's kind of what it, like, that's kind of it, right?
Okay.
It doesn't get much deeper than that, and from what I've heard, like, it doesn't get much deeper than that at all. So I think this is out of it. Apothecary Diaries, I think, has been very good. It's been consistently good.
Makes you think about Gaunt and like how his mom was watching it.
Yeah. I do think this is something we should consider. It's one of the, if not the best, like, female lead we've seen in a long time.
Dungeon Meshi for me,
Yeah.
the story was, it was good. And the focus is about like, hey, like we're adventurers in a dungeon, and like we're showing you like, hey, like we can make food out of like monster parts, which is really cool. Like the concept is really cool, and they do some great animation on those monster parts and cooking. But even if there wasn't a story, or if there was, I still wouldn't put it as like new series because I care more about the food than I did about the story. And maybe that's bad of me. Although the story is like good, it wouldn't keep me hooked to stay. The reason why I keep coming back is I'm always curious how they're gonna make the next meal based on whatever they fight.
Okay, that's completely fair. Then it's between Dandadan, which you don't want to be giving more points, and
I know it's
Freeren,
bad.
which you think is overrated.
I do think Frierin's overrated.
So it's
It's a
between
very beautiful
those two.
anime. It's just it's not like, yeah.
Okay, then which show were you more invested in, Dandadan or Freeren?
I was more invested in.
What show made you want to watch the next episode more? Was it Dandadan or Freeren?
It's hard. Okay, because Dandadan did a great job of kind of leaving you hanging, which makes you want to watch the next episode. But Frieren was so wholesome that you wanted to go back to just if it was like a feel good anime. It's hard. And I watched Dandadan more recently than I did Frieren.
In my opinion, I think Freeren is a lot more like Mushishi. It's episodic, where you can pick up an episode and that episode will be self-contained mostly until it gets like the second half where it goes into the training, or not the training arc, the first class arc, which was like, oh okay, like I'm gonna watch it, and then it's like, wow, what a beautiful story, and then you go to the next episode and it's telling its own new story. In Dandadan, however, because it's not episodic like that, it's telling like a continuous story, right? Which builds anticipation of like, oh, what's like gonna happen next, kind of thing.
I think I give it a Frieren.
Okay, I think that's completely fine. Like these are the two that I was trying to figure out between, anyways. Best continuing series. I'm super duper biased here.
And you want to give it to My Hero Academia?
Yes, I do. I let all of those naysayers, those elitists, talk me out of watching My Hero, and I decided to say, fuck it, let me make my own decision. So I went back and I continued watching it, and I binged this in like 3 days.
Okay, just
I think
no, say less.
I think it's My Hero super easy.
Okay, that's fine.
Film of the year. Did we watch any movies?
We watched the Spy Family one.
Oh, we did. We watched
and the dumpster battle.
We watched this one too.
Yeah.
Okay, did you have more fun with Haikyuu or the Spy Family movie? Which one did you enjoy more?
The Spy Family movie.
Okay. Alright, this is it.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was these 6 again.
Yeah. I mean, these were the only 6 that have been showing up, so...
Okay, my anime of the year is The Apothecary Diaries. That's my anime of the year. It's the one I remember the most, even from the beginning. I don't remember much of Freeman's beginning that well. And I like the story of The Apothecary Diaries. I like all the characters. I like the music. I could watch that and still be completely okay with it, you know? I like the story so much. And I know you're probably gonna choose something else.
Yeah.
And that's fine with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would like to talk about it.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Alright, Solo Leveling, we've already talked about it. I don't think it's anything super special. The animation really hard carries it. Like, you have amazing animation, and you have Sawano doing your music. It's really hard to screw that up. The story isn't anything super special, but I don't think this is anime of the year material. I think,
I'm not looking at the other animes at all. I just picked my one, you know?
Yeah, because I want to be fair about it, right? Completely fair about it. So I'll tell you what I think is anime of the year. I think it's Freeren, right? But I'll get there. Dungeon Meshi. I think Dungeon Meshi is a really good newbie anime. If you had never seen anime before, I think Dungeon Meshi is really good. Dungeon Meshi does what it does well. It has a little bit of world building, it has a lot of world building, but the actual meat of the story itself doesn't. It really takes its time there. It's really chill. Not saying that's a bad thing. It's just I don't think it's anime of the year. I did really enjoy my time with it though. Dandadan, I think Dandadan was really good. What we got of it was extremely good, but I don't think we got enough of it for it to be considered anime of the year, right? Especially it ended on a cliffhanger. I think it needs more time for it to become anime of the year, right? So then we're arguing between Apothecary Diaries and Freeren. Apothecary Diaries I think is very, very good. I like the main character. I like the supporting cast. I like Mao Mao and Jinchi's dynamic. I think it's really, really fun. I watch people watch the animes that I've seen, right? And I care more about how people view Frieren than I do Apothecary Diaries. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, I think Frieren made more of an impact than Apothecary Diaries did for me.
I see.
Because I enjoy both stories. I like a lot. I really enjoy the shows, but I'm thinking about like the impact, like how much impact did each show give, right?
Okay.
And I think that Frieren taught me more.
Let me know when it's my turn.
Your turn, go ahead.
Okay, with the Apothecary Diaries, for me, and maybe partially for you, I was kind of wasn't as specific when I first explained it. But what I like about this anime, which is also like another anime that we did watch too, is it's teaching you about this era in history, right? It's teaching you about her, well, obviously, her background in medicine and like herbalism and all that stuff, while also being a female strong like protagonist. She's making an impact on a higher society, also explaining more about like herself, people going like around her. She's always there's also like some mystery involved, there's a little bit of like thriller, there's a little bit of drama and romance. I like that it has a mixture of everything than just like, hey, we are traveling the world, which isn't a bad thing per se, but I like that her world is evolving around her because of the choices she makes and like her intelligence that's causing her to, I guess, influence others around her. Because I think she's also like not perfect, which I think is what makes me like her more. She's very human, which is a contrast to Freerun, right? Because Freerun is like she's already all and powerful, which isn't a bad thing per se. I'm just saying like I like that Mao Mao is like she can get mad and she can be sad, she can be like annoyed, she can be silly, she can be really funny, like all that stuff. And I like that about her and the people around her as well. So like for me, that's why I like the Apothecary Diaries more. I think the protagonist and the story that's revolving around her is always growing and always changing. And each episode I never know what to expect because it's something that's happening around people that she cares about, and she's trying to help solve their story before she solves her own. So I'm waiting for it to be like an arc about herself, and then those people that she did end up helping will come back and help her. And so that's why I like the Apothecary Diaries. And it's also an anime where like I'm super excited to like watch the next episode. I'm always waiting for it. Like this is the anime we've been the most caught up on since it's come out for a long time, and it brought me back to like, hey, this is what anime is all about, you know? And the music is great, but this reminds me of like the Bookworm anime, right? Where she's teaching you about how to make
Ascendance of a
books.
Bookworm?
Yeah, and I love that. I love
Yeah.
the concept of, hey, like there's this normal thing that maybe you take for granted. Here's how it's done, which is also why I really like Dr. Stone. Like I don't understand this knowledge, but she's explaining it to me, and like it's fun and it's exciting. And then she's not explaining it to just us per se, but to the people that she's helping. Like, hey, no spoilers, but like this person needs this help. I can do like this and I can help everybody. So she's making things in life better for those around her without really knowing it. And so that's what I like. And I still want to continue watching this. I almost get so tempted to read the manga because I want to know how it ends. And so when an anime makes me want to do that, that's how much I am like dedicated to the series.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I think you're right. As much as I liked and enjoyed Frieren and all of the lessons that it taught me, I enjoyed its writing less than I did Apothecary Diaries, right? The thing that I hate the most, and sorry for anyone who's watching, once you notice it, it's going to be really hard to unnotice it. If you go back and watch Frieren, you will see that a lot of the characters do a lot of like telling and not showing, right?
My God, that
Like
literally like glass shattered my mind right now. You're right.
like in Frieren, they will tell you what's happening, right? They won't like show Frieren's growth. They'll tell you that Frieren is growing, right? They won't show you that someone is strong. They'll tell you that someone is strong. And if you watch the episodes, a lot of the dialogue is like that, where they'll just tell you something instead of letting you like figure it out. Like you don't get the aha, I learned it, like I'm smart, like I figured it out. They will straight up just tell you, right? In my opinion, I think that's like really, really weak writing. Like everything around it, you don't get to see for yourself that demons are like evil, right? You're told that they're evil. Like you don't get to make that decision yourself until like later on, when they've already told you that they're evil. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
In Apothecary Diaries, very rarely will they tell you what's happening. Even Mao Mao is like just trying to figure it out, you know?
Yeah.
Like
And we're
they don't
following along
yeah
with her.
yeah like in my opinion, I feel like the author, the writer, makes very, very careful attention to not just straight up tell you what's happening and tell you how someone is feeling. They'll let you figure it out. They'll let you put the context clues together, and then that's why sometimes we'll be like, oh, like what happened, or we'll even theorize about it. But in Frieren, there's very, very little need to theorize because the show will just tell you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of like one of my biggest pet peeves from watching Frieren was the way they say things. Like it's like a cool scene when Frieren is going against the scale chick, right, where she can put your souls on the scale and take mind controls you.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's fighting her, and then the devil, the demon is like, oh, your magic, it hasn't changed in all these years. And it's like, oh, you can't beat me, I'm a demon who's lived for 500 years. That's really weird dialogue. You don't need to like write any of that. And then Frieren's like, oh, but what you don't know is I'm a mage who's lived for 1,000 years, right? Like, it's just really, really strange dialogue. It's supposed to come off as like really crazy, really cool, but in my opinion, I feel like it comes off as kind of cringe.
Yeah, it's not like strong enough. It could have been like, oh my god, how could she beat me? You know, like I've been so strong, I've been doing this and this. Then Frieren like interrupts her, like, what's wrong? Like, are you scared or something? You know, like then you feel like worried for the villain, right? Like, because we know how strong the protagonist is, but they don't know it, and it makes it feel more impactful if they like don't tell us but
yeah,
show
like for
us.
like in the same fight, right, where the demon girl is like, oh, you didn't do this back in the past and stuff. Friren's like, oh yeah, because of how evil you are, you've solidified it that I'm going to kill you. Like I can kill you without like remorse or anything, you know. Like another scene is like when Denken, the old man mage, he looks at the earth guy, the ground guy, and he's in his shop. The ground guy is like really, really frustrated that he failed the test because he got stabbed, right? And so Denken goes and talks to him, and Denken looks at him. You can see what Denken is thinking about, and then the show doesn't let you just sit on that. The show tells you what he's thinking. Like, he says it out loud, right? I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I just think it would have been more powerful if he hadn't said it, right? And so what he says is, you remind me of who I used to be. You remind me of when I was younger, you know? Like, I was just like you. Instead of just like show Denken, look at him, and just show him understanding where he's coming from, and just show that on his face. Like, I don't think you needed to write anything, you know? Like, I think that would have been so much more powerful.
You changed your mind so quickly there.
No, I still do think I still do think Frieren was really, really good. If I was thinking about like my problems with both of them, right? My biggest problem with Frieren, the dialogue, the writing itself. I think my favorite parts of Frieren are the parts with like Himmel, when they're like just chill and they're just like talking with the like character interactions and stuff.
Yeah. See, with me, right? You mentioned earlier that like Frieren reminds you of like Mushishi. I see that, but it doesn't make me feel the same way.
Right.
You know? And so that's why I kind of deem it lower than the Apothecary Diaries. I'm not saying like it's a bad anime or anything. The stories are bad or anything, right? I'm just saying like between all the 6 that are here that we currently have to select, I just enjoyed the Apothecary Diaries more, and that's just my take on it. Oh wow, you took it! Yay!
Yeah, I know. I was already going to pick it. I just wanted to finish our conversation about it.
Yeah, and so anime of the year right here.